Whether you're using powered or manual crimping tools, problems can be avoided when you understand the anatomy of a crimp. Remember, on open barrel terminations, there are two U-shaped areas, one that terminates the conductor and one that terminates the insulation. The conductor crimp is the mechanical compression of the metal terminal around the wire conductor. This creates a continuous conductive electrical path. Pull tests are used to verify the conductor crimp during initial setup. Another method of checking the conductor crimp is to examine the conductor crimp height. The conductor crimp height is measured from the top surface of the formed crimp to the bottommost radial surface. The bell mouth is the flare that's formed on the edge of the conductor crimp, which acts as a funnel for the wire strands. This funnel reduces the possibility that a sharp edge on the crimp will cut or nick the wire strands. The conductor brush is made up of the wire strands that extend past the conductor crimp on the contact side of the termination. This is done so that mechanical compression occurs over the full length of the conductor crimp. The conductor brush should not extend into the contact area. Now let's look at the insulation portion of the crimp. The insulation crimp, or strain relief, is the part of the termination that provides support for insertion into the connector housing and allows the termination to better withstand shock and vibration. This crimp needs to hold the insulation as firmly as possible without cutting through to the conductor strands. A bend test is typically used to verify the insulation crimp. An ideal or target open barrel crimp should look like this. The wire strand should be visible at the contact end of the wire barrel. All wire strands should be inside the crimped wire barrel with the seam closed. A bell mouth should be visible at the wire entry end of the wire barrel. Both wire strands and insulation should be visible between the conductor crimp and the insulation crimp. And the insulation crimp should fully wrap and support the insulation without cutting or breaking it. Now let's look at what can go wrong.